everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of It's News to Me. I'm your host, Lori Milbourne. This week, we will be highlighting important events happening right here in our community. Happy 2020, everyone. Batavia Mothers Club Foundation is back at Batavia Moose Lodge with its 6th annual Bunko Charity Fundraiser. All are invited to a fun night of rolling dice and flashing back to the 80s for a great cause. In addition to the main Bunko games, there will be a raffle, silent auction, heads or tails game, and more. All participants must be at least 21 years of age. The doors will be open at 6:30 p.m. and the dice will roll at 7:15 p.m. A selection of appetizers, snacks, and desserts will be offered. A cash bar will also be available. All money raised from this event and other events through the Batavia Mothers Club Foundation go directly back to the community through the schools or local organizations that focus on helping children and families. Here's something you should know. Batavia Chamber of Commerce has selected its Citizen of the Year, who was honored at the Chamber's Inspire Awards banquet. Nan Phillips has combined her work ethic and seemingly unending energy into a new career as a Batavia volunteer. Her work includes the Hall of Honor at Batavia High School. She was one of the founders and liaisons of the Chip In program, designed to help students in need. Also, her work with Batavia Women's Club, including Adopt a Family Project, numerous boards of directors, and so much more. Nan's spirit is certainly passionate. If you've ever thought about volunteering, you might just want to talk to Nan and be inspired to help others. Now let's go to the park bench.
Hello, I'm Kelly Hauge, Marketing and Communications Coordinator at the Batavia Park District, and welcome to the Park Bench. I am bringing you Park District news today from the J. Murphy Gym at the Eastside Community Center. Next week is going to be a busy one with 4 different days of events. We start off on Tuesday, January 28th with the New Horizons Preschool Open House from 5 to 6:30 p.m. at the Eastside Community Center. It's a great opportunity to see the classrooms, meet the teachers, and learn more about the program. On Thursday, January 30th, we are hosting Pachakacha Night Volume 17 in Shannon Hall. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and the show begins at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 and you can pre-register online or pay cash at the door. Each ticket includes a drink ticket. Other food and drinks will be available for purchase. Enjoy a night out where creative people come together to tell their stories. To finish out the week, on Friday, January 31st and Saturday, February 1st, the annual Daddy-Daughter Date Night are taking place from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Rotolo Middle School. It will be a night to remember with dancing, dessert, photos, games, and more. For those attending, the deadline to order a corsage is Tuesday, January 28th. There is also the option to attend a dinner at Pal Joey's beforehand. More details can be found at bataviaparks.org or give us a call at 630-879-5235. We hope to see you next week at one of these events. Did you or a family member or friend get engaged over the holiday season? If so, we know there are many decisions to make, so let us help with the venue. Shannon Hall at the Eastside Community Center is a gorgeous wedding venue, home to many ceremonies and receptions over the years. To contact a tour, contact Becca at becca.a@bataviaparks.org, or you can visit bataviaparks.org and visit the rentals section. Finally, the Batavia Park District will be on the March 17th, 2020 ballot for the $27.1 million bond referendum. This is to acquire the land, build, and equip a new indoor recreational center that would include an 8-lane indoor pool, indoor turf and multi-activity court gym, a warming kitchen, indoor walking/running track, multi-purpose rooms, group wellness space, child care center, birthday party room, and common space with a cafe seating. More information leading up to the election can be found at bataviaparks.org/2020-referendum. There is an extensive FAQ page along with conceptual renderings, site location, and tax impact. For specific questions, feel free to contact us at marketing@bataviaparks.org. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next month on the Park Bench.
Batavia Business Nuggets are brought to you in partnership with Batavia Neighbors Magazine. Follow the Yellow Brick Road to Tri-City Family Services' 31st annual fundraiser, Emerald City Gala. The Wizard of Oz themed celebration will honor the brains, the heart, and the courage behind their mission of strengthening people and building community through the provision of quality, affordable mental health counseling. Please join Tri-City at the Q Center at their new gala home, starring Master of Ceremonies Ron Onesti, President and CEO of the Arcada Theater. Ticket price includes cocktail reception, sit-down dinner, live and silent auctions, wine and whiskey pulls, and a speaking program. Cocktail attire suggested. Ruby red slippers optional. A networking event that unites dynamic women will welcome men for the first time on the first Wednesday in February, according to an article by Anita Malik. Boss Babes, a weekly mixer held at Wickwood House, will invite men to join them for one day only on February 5th. The special Boss Babes Boys in the House event invites men to join for a $20 donation to Mutual Ground from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. at Wickwood House, 14 Downer Place. The pre-Valentine's Day fundraiser will also be an opportunity for men to shop for their Valentines. There will be house specials and giveaways throughout the morning. Boss Babes is hosted by Wickwood House in Aurora Downtown. Thank you again to Batavia Neighbors Magazine. Now let's check in with Patricia Leonard at Batavia Public Library.
Hello, I'm Patricia Leonard, Promotional Services Manager at the Batavia Public Library. This February, your student can challenge their mind as they create, discover, investigate, and explore math art at a variety of STEAM stations. These drop-in activities are intended for children in grades K through 5. Check our website for dates and times. Teens can learn to play Dungeons and Dragons on Sunday, February 2nd from 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. Characters will be provided for you if you haven't created your own already, or come at 12:30 and create a character on the spot. Dungeon Masters from the Gaming Goat in Geneva will lead you through a basic campaign starting at 1:30 that will teach you the basics of gameplay. High school students can take a free SAT practice test on Sunday, February 16th at 12:30, courtesy of Princeton Review. For the test, bring water, number 2 pencils, and an energy snack, as well as an approved calculator. Results will be made available online by Princeton Review. Register by following the link on our online calendar. Read this year's One Book, One Batavia book selection, and then join us for a lively discussion on Tuesday, February 11th at 7:30 p.m. In Katarina Byvold's novel, The Readers of Broken Wheel recommend, a visitor from Sweden arrives in small-town Iowa only to discover her pen pal has died. A heartwarming, quirky novel about the power of books and each person's potential to impact others' lives. You can find more information about this upcoming One Book, One Batavia 2020 in the handout available at the Adult Services Desk or on our website. All our events are free. See our online calendar at www.bataviapubliclibrary.org for more information and to register for events at the library. I'm Patricia Leonard, and I hope to see you at the library.
Applications are being accepted for the 22nd Annual St. Charles Fine Arts Show. Artists who want to apply must submit an application by January 31st deadline. The 2020 Juried Show is scheduled over Memorial Day weekend, rain or shine. Saturday, May 23rd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, May 24th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located on the banks of the Fox River in vibrant downtown St. Charles, 30,000 visitors are expected to attend. Art from the 100 juried artists who showcase mediums such as clay, ceramics, digital art, drawing and illustration, fiber, jewelry, photography, glass, mixed media, oil painting, watercolor painting, acrylic painting, printmaking, sculpture, and wood are all exhibited and available for sale during this outdoor free event to the public. Artists are also eligible to win cash prizes through artist awards, including Best of Show Awards, Awards of Excellence, and Judges Awards. The Fine Arts Show is hosted by the St. Charles Business Alliance. For more information, contact the St. Charles Business Alliance at info@stcalliance.org. Now some important news from Geneva. Kane County has introduced a new way to recycle flags. In partnership with the National Association of Counties and the National Flag Foundation, the county has installed a flag retirement box at the Kane County Government Center at 719 South Batavia Avenue, Geneva, in Building A on the ground floor Veterans Office hallway, according to a news release. flags should be folded respectfully before being placed in the box. The United States Flag Code requires that the flag, when it is in such condition that it no longer is a fitting emblem of display, should be destroyed in a dignified way, preferably by burning. The county will be working in partnership with the Batavia VFW, who will assure the proper disposal of the worn flags through retiring them with proper ceremony. Now, let's go to this week's ribbon cutting.
We do have a little bit of a grand opening ceremony here that we're going to do, so you're going to hear from a few different individuals. But I'm going to start off by passing it to Ulysses here. You heard from him. He drew all those names wonderfully. He's the area leader of restaurants, and he's going to be out in Batavia quite a bit. So please feel free to say hi to him. He's a wonderful person. Here's my hand.
Well, it's my great pleasure to introduce V, our NRO captain. She's going to lead us through our NRO pump session and present our NRO Spirit Award to the crew.
Alright, so here at Canes we have a couple traditions, and one of those traditions is what we call the Spirit Award. Now the Spirit Award is given to the person that embodies what it means to be a Canes crew member. They come in with a great attitude, they have a great personality, and they're willing to do whatever we need to serve that perfect box. So with that being said, can I get a drum roll, please? The Spirit Award goes to Darian!
Congratulations.
Is we like to chant. Now the chant is very easy to follow along with, so if any of y'all is feeling the Canes spirit and want to join in on this, don't let me stop you guys, all right? All right, y'all ready? When I say raise it, you say Canes, raise it! Raise it! When I say chicken, you say fingers, chicken! Chicken! When I say one, you say love, one!
Thank you very much, V. That got us real nice and pumped up, right? A couple of thank yous we want to hand out. First and foremost to the NRO crew. So this is a team right over here that's come from all parts of the country to help us with the opening. Chris, V, Tucker have led this team. They've worked tirelessly to set up our restaurant, train our crew, and get us ready for our grand opening day. So first and foremost, thanks to them. Secondly, I want to recognize my counterpart, Olivia Fazzola. She's holding a phone right now. She's been at my head for about the last 3 weeks or so. I think we've driven each other a little bit crazy. I won't say who's driven the other person more crazy, but that's okay. Honestly, I just want to say a sincere thank you for helping me out with this, and I know Joe really appreciates you, so thank you. So for those of you that don't know much about Canes, I want to tell you a little bit about us. We were based out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's where our CEO and founder founded the company, Todd Graves. He had a dream and a vision for a restaurant that served chicken fingers, and chicken fingers only. Some people would say that's a little crazy, but he gave that business plan to a friend of his in college, and his friend actually went ahead and submitted it as a project. Got the lowest grade in the class. Go figure. The professor said, chicken fingers only? Never gonna work. Absolutely not. Todd, undeterred, said, all right, well, I'm gonna go apply for some small business loans and try and get some money to open up this restaurant. Guess what? The bank said, same thing, chicken fingers, never gonna work. So Todd went ahead and did what a young entrepreneur would do. He said, I'm gonna go raise some money. So he headed out to the West Coast and got a job as a Boilermaker, worked 90-hour weeks, hot, dangerous conditions, trying to raise some money. While he was there, he met somebody who said, if you wanna make a lot of money fast, head up north to Alaska and start sockeye salmon fishing. He said, all right, sounds good. Packed up his bags, headed up north, camped out in the tundra, waited on the docks. Somebody would give this guy from Louisiana a chance. He has no idea about sockeye salmon fishing, and they did. And after one season of fishing, he had enough money to come back, and he started the process of opening up the first Raising Cane's. So every Raising Cane's, you're going to see two things hanging up on the wall. One is going to be a hard hat, which we have right here. We'll be hanging it shortly. And secondly, you'll see a sockeye salmon right above me. These are two things to remind us the hard work that Todd put in to open that first restaurant. So first and foremost, I want to present Joe with his hard hat today. Super proud of this guy. He's put in a lot of hard work, and his team has too. Today, the crew will pass it around, sign the outside of the hard hat. Our NRO crew will sign the inside of the hard hat, and this will always hang up here. And so anytime they come into this restaurant, that hard hat will be there with their signatures on it. It's also something that we present to our crew on their first anniversary with Cane's. Every single crew member gets a hard hat again, just as an acknowledgement and recognition of their hard work with us for that first year. On their 5th year, they actually get a plaque stuffed sockeye salmon, and we present that, and we have a little tradition of kissing the fish as well. So, just as Todd was getting ready to open that first restaurant, droves of crickets started pouring into his restaurant. And as anybody would kind of do, they'd probably freak out and say, why are all these crickets here? He was worried it was going to affect the opening. He was going to call an exterminator and get rid of them, as most people would probably do. And one of his crew members who was studying Chinese mythology said, you know what? Don't do that, because crickets are actually known in Chinese mythology to bring good fortune and prosperity to someone if they show up to their home or their business. So Todd left it be. Sure enough, the crickets went away on their own, and it's pretty safe to say that Raising Cane's found good fortune and prosperity, right? So today, we want to present Joe with his very own cricket as well. That's a little bit about us. So I'm going to pass it back to Dakota now, I believe. Oh, pass it to Joe. 1 second.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How we doing? Good. Outstanding. Staley, you're very intimidating. Like the bear. So, I don't fight. I'm too pretty to fight. Hey, listen. I slept not at all last night. I was worried that nobody would show up. Batavia didn't only show up, you showed out, and I appreciate it. I want to thank a few people here real quick before we get going. Mr. Mayor, Jeff Shelkey, coming out today. We appreciate you, sir. The Batavia Chamber of Commerce. You guys have all been welcome and accommodating. Looking forward to this relationship with the public. Thank you all very much. The other people I would like to thank, we want to thank Ozzy. We want to thank Staley. Thanks for coming out and helping us out today, fellas. Outstanding. I want to thank Batavia High School, the cheer team, the drum line. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. As a proud band parent, I know how much work you guys put into this, and I want to thank you all very much for your hard work and dedication. The other people I want to thank, in no particular order, we're going to start real quick with Olivia and Ulysses. They've been fantastic to me. They've been fantastic for the team. Thank you. I'm going to reiterate what Ulysses said about the training team. Awesome. Giving up their time, being here for us. Thank you, guys. Introduce my management team, because nothing happens in a vacuum, right? And nothing happens by one's own actions. I've got a great team, and we're going to start off with Dylan, our operations manager. Thank you, buddy. We got Matt Casani over here, another operation manager. We got Nick right over here, one of our shift managers. So I have two other shift managers, one that's in training and one that's about to start training. Where's Mo? Mo back here. And Cane's is fantastic with their support of their restaurants. And they've helped fly us in some managers to help us get open. So I want to thank Josh. Josh is here all the way from Oklahoma. And my friend Pearl. my darling daughter Pearl. She's here from Texas to help us out. We want to thank her as well. You guys are spectacular. You know, I was told when we started this process that the hardest part was going to be hiring, was going to be staffing. It hasn't been the case in Batavia. I've hired 80 fantastic people. Some of them are behind us here. Some are in the kitchen. We've got a great crew. We got some back there. Darian, our Spirit Award winner. Appreciate you, brother. I have a fantastic team, and I couldn't be more proud of all of them. Thank you guys very much. The last thing I want to talk about real quick is that one of the pillars of our business is active community involvement. We try to give back every community that we're in. We have lovely partnerships right now with Batavia High School, with Geneva High School, with the Chicago Steel. We're working on a partnership with Ozzie and his friends at the Cougars. And last week, we were able to get a group of our crew and managers to go out to the Northern Illinois Food Bank and help pack some meals at the Northern Illinois Food Bank. And to talk a little bit more about the Northern Illinois Food Bank, we're going to bring up, you know what? I completely missed part of my script. You see what being nervous does to you? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, speaking to community involvement, I really want to talk about one thing real quick. So I moved up here from South Carolina in 1993, got married to my beautiful wife, who has helped us out immensely. She has put up with my shenanigans for 28 years. I love you. I can't believe I almost forgot to thank you. See that look? That look tells me that I'm in all sorts of trouble. I'm going to go ahead and close tonight, Olivia. My two kids, Blake and Abby, who I wouldn't allow to skip school today, so they're in school out in Sycamore. We moved here in '93, and from the time we moved here until 2008, we bought every car that we ever owned from Avenue Motors, John and Carol Clark, right here at this spot. John and Carol had a very close relationship with Craig Sager, and they couldn't be here today. They send their regards to everyone. They are in Atlanta celebrating a birthday of one of their godsons, which is one of Craig Sager's, I believe, grandsons. They will be here next weekend. They have been nice enough to donate a photo of Avenue Motors when it was nothing but cornfields around here. An aerial photo, and we're having that framed, and it's going to hang in our foyer. So we want to thank John and Carol in absentia for their partnership with us. We appreciate them very much as well. Now, thank you. We're going to talk to Molly Speckman with the Northern Illinois Food Bank. Molly, where'd you go? Oh, here she is. Yeah. She can talk a little bit more. Thank you, Molly. She's going to talk a little bit more about what the Northern Illinois Food Bank does for our community, and maybe a little bit about what we did last week.
Thank you, Joe. So I'm Molly. I'm with the Food Bank. Our mission is to solve hunger in Northern Illinois, and that's a pretty big goal, which is why we have to get all of the community involved and why we're so glad to welcome this new Raising Cane's into our community. We had their team out with their crew members last week packing some sweet potatoes. We had some sweet potatoes in, probably about the size of like a baby's head, that were pretty large. So we were repackaging that food so it can get out to the food pantries that need it. We serve 13 counties in Northern Illinois, just all across this region. And last year we helped provide 69 million meals out to the community that we serve. We can't do that without our community. We just want to say a really big thank you. It says a lot, I think, about Raising Cane's that one of the first things they're doing as they're coming into the community is choosing to give back. For every $1 that's donated to the food bank, it helps provide $8 worth of groceries to our neighbors in need. So a really big impact that they're making here.
Awesome. So Molly, as a token of our appreciation of our partnership with Northern Illinois Food Bank, we wanted to present you with this check for $1,000 to get that started. They do good work, and if you guys are looking for volunteer hours, especially those of you that are probably all in the National Honor Society, I'm sure the Northern Illinois Food Bank would be happy to help you guys out. All right? Thank you all for your time. Mr. Schalke, we're going to invite the mayor up to say a few words.
On behalf of the community of Batavia and the Batavia Chamber of Commerce, I want to officially welcome Raising Cane to Batavia. And I just want to share one little insight to you about what's going on here. This is kind of returning this property from whence it came. I was first elected mayor in Batavia in 1981, and when I was elected, this was nothing out here but a 2-lane road and all farmland. There was no Randall Road as far as we know it today. And ironically, when I was elected in 81, there were 2 farms out here on Randall Road, one at Main and Randall, and one right here in the corner. And guess what? Both of them raised chickens. So as a result, we've kind of done a 365 on this property, and we've returned it from whence it originally came. We got chickens back on the corner at McKee and Randall. So welcome to our history.
We're going to give it back. Hit it, buddy.
Hey guys, we're going to do the ribbon cutting here in a second, but before we do so, I wanted to again speak. We had Joe had mentioned that we were very involved in the community, and wherever we land, we want to get involved with education. That's one of our pillars. And as he mentioned, we have a partnership with Batavia High School. So I wanted to take a second to call to Dave, have Dave come up. He's the athletic director there, and we're going to do a little gift swap in there. We got a partnership with them, and we have plans on making it a much larger partnership in the future. So again, thank you all to the dance team, to the band, to the drum line coming out. That was awesome. We can't wait to get partners with you. And Dave, provide us with a jersey that if you go around the corner, we do have some memorabilia from you all hanging in there, but we'll get a little football jersey here too. Thanks.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen our student body more excited, maybe other than the last day of school, to get more excited about a restaurant opening ever in Batavia. So thank you very much, Raising Cane's, for doing this. I think we had half of our student body here actually this morning. We're supposed to be in school, but we'll figure that out.
To sign slips.
Okay, good. We were just sending out detention slips as they were running. That's good. No, but it's awesome, and I'm very excited. And one thing we definitely value at the high school is business partnerships and sponsorships. And I would like to acknowledge our booster club. The new is right there. He's our president of our booster club. And who is not here is Chris Ignapo, and she is our marketing director of the booster club, who you guys have worked with a lot to have that sponsorship at our gymnasium, as well as just having that business partnership. And I know our kids will be here a lot helping you guys out throughout the year. So again, thank you very much. Definitely appreciate it.
So much.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now it's time for Lori's Oratory Soapbox, which gives you pertinent information on proper pronunciation. Featuring words or phrases commonly mispronounced, I am here to guide you away from embarrassing faux pas. This next oratory tidbit concerns the name of a most popular month, especially in the Midwest. The month and the word is February. Many people like to say February, but that's not how you say it. How do I know this? Basically, it's the way it's spelled, February, February. If you've ever walked outside during this month, you will probably have uttered the word brr. It coincides exactly with the pronunciation of the month, February. I know to some it seems much easier just to say February. However, the R is definitely following the B. So next time you feel yourself fumbling on the word, remember the burr in February and make sure to pronounce it with all the warmth and coziness you can muster. Everyone will be amazed at your command of the word and may look to you as an expert in language skills. Well, my work is done for now. That's all we have for today, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of It's News to Me. Most of our programming is viewable online at mybatv.com or on YouTube under the username BATV1017. Be sure to like our Facebook page to stay up to date on the station's current happenings. Thanks again for watching. I'm Lori Milbourne, and that's News to Me.